Hey, what's up, humans? Welcome back to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. This is Mass Effect 2, and this is episode, I want to say 28, right? How are you guys doing today? How are you? We got the PS5, so we're rocking on PS5. To me, it already looks better than the PS4 version. It's so dark in here. But here we are. As you can see by the title and the thumbnail, what we are going to accomplish today. But the Easter egg in the background of that thumbnail just happens to be a little Legion in the background. So without further ado, let's go talk to our crew that want to talk, obviously. Let me know down in the chat how you're doing. Let me know that you're here so I can say hello. Ow. A fine Mass Effect Monday to all of you. Yeah, I suppose it wouldn't hurt. We're going to have something happen this episode. As again, because you get Legion, the countdown has begun. I have no messages. Why didn't you say so? So I guess we will talk with Legion first. Hello, Tim. Welcome back. Sorry about last week. Was waiting on the PS5. I didn't want to get interrupted during my live stream to talk with FedEx or whatever. Though they just kind of drop it off at the door anyway. You know, but the dog goes crazy and then takes a while to calm her down. So, Legion. Best Robobud. How's it sound? Tried to test this before I turned it on and realized that the game audio is not coming through, so it's kind of really hard. I gotta go back through settings and all that, but it's really hard to separate the two audios just in case. And we do this because we've been having issues in Dark Souls and other episodes like that where all of a sudden OBS will freeze for like 3 seconds and the audio kicks back on again, but it leaves off where it was, so it's like 3 seconds behind. The visuals are fine and my voice is fine, but everything else is off, so, and it's just kind of jarring, so we're just trying to eliminate that. But anyway.
Shepard Commander, we have completed our analysis of the Reaper's data core.
Yeah?
Did you find anything useful?
We were sent to the old machine to preserve the Geth's future. We are prepared to reveal how. The heretics have developed a weapon to use against Geth. You would call it a virus. It is stored on a data core provided by Sovereign. Over time, the virus will change us, make us conclude that worshipping the old machines is correct.
It's incorrect. Don't. And infection speed.
If it were released, how quickly would this virus spread through your people?
We are networked via FTL comm buoys. Most would change within a day. Isolated platforms would remain unaffected until they rejoined the network.
That's terrible.
I thought Geth couldn't be hacked or get viruses, at least for more than a few seconds.
Altered programs are restored from archives. New installations are deleted. This heretic weapon introduces a subtle operating error in our most basic runtimes, the equivalent of your nervous system. An equation with a result of 1.33382 returns as 1.33381. This changes the results of all higher processes. We will reach different conclusions.
Sorry if you hear children screaming in the background, but I guess they chose my apartment to scream outside of this time. So that's bad. I think I just saw my feed glitch. It doesn't make sense.
So the reason they worship the Reapers is a math error?
It is difficult to express. Your brain exists as chemistry, electricity. Like AIs, you are shaped by both hardware and software. We are purely software, mathematics. The heretic's conclusion is valid for them. Our conclusion is valid for us. Neither result is an error. An analogy. Heretics say 1 is less than 2. Geth say 2 is less than 3.
So, the virus would give all Geth the heretic's logic, and all Geth would then go to war with organics.
Yes, Geth believe all intelligent life should self-determinate. The heretics no longer share this belief. They judge that forcing an invalid conclusion on us is preferable to a continued schism.
So why did you need to go to the Reaper Corps?
The heretics store the code in a quantum storage device Sovereign provided. To find and destroy the virus, we needed to understand its code and data storage structures.
Were you successful?
You know where this thing is?
The heretics' headquarters station on the edge of the terminus. We will provide coordinates. Normandy's stealth systems are necessary to safely approach.
Well, let's talk about our opposition.
What defenses should we expect?
In space, none. Within, mobile platforms of various configuration and non-sentient defense turrets.
How many Geth?
There may be billions of individual programs. Fortunately, most will be uploaded to the central computer. Only a few mobile platforms are maintained at any time. Others are manufactured when needed.
What's our plan?
What's the plan once we get aboard?
The Geth will disrupt their network, prevent the station's defenses from focusing on us. The Reaper data core is physically isolated from the network. We will need to be escorted to it to access and destroy the data.
And, the terminus.
They built stations in the terminus? Where is this thing?
Between stars, organics have no cause to look there.
Yeah, why not in Geth space?
But why did they build stations outside Geth territory in the first place?
The heretics seek improvement from the old machines. In exchange, they help them attack organics. We condemn these judgments.
We'll stop them.
I won't let them brainwash your race, especially not to worship Reapers. You have my word on that.
We will begin preparations.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I eat Reapers for breakfast. They're so good, too. Some milk and maybe a granola bar, too. Hard to digest all that metal. Miranda doesn't want to talk anymore. Till we're done with the game, which is a shame. Hey, buddy.
Shepard, need me for something?
I just want to talk, man.
Have you got a minute?
Can it wait for a bit? I'm in the middle of some calibrations.
Now, I know that they have a shirt that says that, so maybe I should get that shirt.
Talk to you later, Garrus.
I'll be here if you need me.
What? My Blasto shirt. My Blasto 7 shirt. Blasto Goes to War. Best movie ever. So just so, if you are new to this channel and to this playthrough, it is not a blind playthrough. It's just my favorite game. I've put in 15,000 hours into this game, so pretty much know everything there is to know about the Mass Effect universe. I got some reading up on the channel. I was actually just doing some more finishing touches on Chapter 17 of Mass Effect Revelation. And that will be out soon. Sorry, I don't really have a time limit on that. Kasumi!
People are talking out there, and I hear it all.
I was just talking, Kasumi. Oops.
I can see why Jack is the way she is. I don't like it, but I get it. Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hull.
A hole in the hole.
Edie has a wicked sense of humor. Or I should say, a really funny lack of one. Sometimes she seems like a person. But when it comes down to it, I can't get past her being a computer.
You will. Let's talk about some things. Kasumi, let's talk about these books. No, these books.
Don't laugh, I like those books. Romance novels, crime novels, the classics. There's something about the feel of actual paper in your hands, their musty smell. It's relaxing. Keiji used to find books for me while on the job. Some of these are more valuable than the objects he was hired to steal.
Damn. Like, do you have the Mass Effect Dark Horse Comics Library Edition Volume 2? Because that one's pretty expensive. That teal one back there is pretty expensive. What am I looking at here?
That's my favorite piece, painted for me by a child prodigy from Elysium. She was the cutest thing. She was kidnapped by slavers who hoped to sell her on Omega. I wasn't about to let that happen. I set up an ID as a buyer's rep to get a special tour of the slaver's vessel. Once aboard, I freed the girl and smuggled her off the ship. She painted that for me on the way home. I'll never forget how it felt to watch her work.
Who was flying the ship if you were watching her paint this? Rakesh Rangan. What does it say? I can't read.
I stole that on a dare, believe it or not. There was a big museum show coming to Ilium. Artifacts from Earth going on tour. Very high security. Keiji dared me to steal this. So I broke in, hacked the security, put a few guards to sleep, and replaced the piece with a worthless duplicate. They never knew the difference. My first museum job. Nowhere near the last.
Did you steal this rose from a museum too?
The red rose. That used to be my calling card when I first started out. In place of whatever I took, I left a single red rose. It wasn't until I met Keiji that I realized how silly it was. He had a way of making you realize when you were just being sentimental.
And leaving a trail. Don't leave trails, Kasumi. It's bad. You get caught that way. So this looks like a building and a walkway. Curious shadow here in the middle, though.
That painting has a special place in my heart. An art collector hired me to steal it. When I got there, the painting was gone. On the way out, I saw it being hauled off by another thief. I chased him down, tackled him, and took the painting. That's how Keiji and I met. We never did turn it into our employers.
Well, I bet they were pissed. Not only did they hire you to steal this, and then you didn't steal it, but then they probably found out that you stole it. Some red drink. Some blue drink. How come it came out red? Now we got purple drink. Woozy. Hey, wait, we got purple drink back here. Why am I mixing it to make purple drink? Where's yellow drink? See you later, Kasumi. I'll talk to you when the ship stops bobbing up and down. Thane. I forgot. You know, this must be quite the view.
Do you need something?
Let's chat.
Have a few minutes to talk?
If you wish.
The last time we talked, you started speaking about a past event, as if you were watching it.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
Let's talk about solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
I like metal and plastic, though. Why do you keep going to these, intimate encounters? It's kind of strange.
Isn't that a rather personal memory to talk about?
Forgive me. Lately, I've spent a great deal of time reviewing my life. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
No, that's the personal thing. I don't really know you still.
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
Let's talk about these memories.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
Probably. That, gasping for air and blinding lights, probably.
You can relive every assassination you've ever made?
In perfect detail. Every mistake I made. Every target's last breath.
That sounds difficult. At any moment, you could relive the guilt.
Guilt? No. I've never felt any particular guilt about my contracts. My employers killed them. My body was only the tool they used. If you kill a man with your gun, do you hold the gun responsible?
Actually, in the US, we do not hold the gun responsible. It is not the gun's fault. And also it is the gun's fault. It's never addressed. Sorry. It's never addressed. Yeah, my gun doesn't have free will. It's like, if people would stop killing each other with guns, then I'm sure guns will be fine.
My gun can't decide right from wrong. You clearly do.
My soul does. But my body is merely flesh. Flesh whose reflexes were honed to kill. Drell minds are different from humans. We see our body as a vessel, and accept that it is not always under our control.
That is weird.
That's a strange way of looking at yourself.
Humans often believe in a soul distinct from the body. A spirit responsible for moral reasoning that lives on after the body's death. Our belief is just a bit more literal.
Yeah. I guess some of us believe that. That we have this form, this fleshy form, and this form up here. But I believe it's all there. All here. When the vessel dies, so does the spirit. That's what I think. So, good of you to generalize, but I've been doing that to you, Thane. So.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations. Something about sunset-colored eyes?
That time. Laser dot trembles on the skull. Spice on the spring wind. Sunset eyes, defiant in the scope. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
That's why you gotta, only turn on the pointer when you're about to pull the trigger. So it's like, it should honestly be attached to the trigger. So you do a slight depress of the trigger, and then that's when the laser comes out. So that you can see it in your scope. Or Get good, son. Get good. Ugh. That was unique.
It was odd that you just blurted that out. Just another vivid draw memory?
No. She was a vivid person.
So what happened?
Did you take the shot?
Not that day.
So you're like, I'll kill this guy later.
The last time we talked, you remembered one of your assassinations.
Why was that still there?
Laser.Trump. A bystander noticed my spotting laser and threw herself between me and the target. She couldn't see me, but she stared me down.
I should get back to my duties.
Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
The rest of us lose as much as you do when you hold yourself apart.
I found it difficult to sit in the ship's mess for meals. I'm used to keeping my back against a wall, facing the doors. I'm trying to relax. Find my center.
Well, I did your loyalty mission. You should find your center already, because shit's about to hit the fan. Like, it's about to get real. Real bad, real quick. Grunt has nothing to say. What's Jack up to? You want to chat, Jack, or are we just good?
I needed to wipe that place off the map. You took me there to do it, and I owe you. You don't know what it's like, Shepard, to have garbage like that following you. It marks you in ways you don't expect.
Actually, I do know.
I've made a lot of hard choices, Jack. Like what to let go.
Hard to walk away from it. You'd think it would get easier now that the place is a crater. But what else do I know?
What about Aresh?
I never thought I'd see you show mercy. But you let Aresh live.
He was trapped in the past, reliving it every day. You showed how that could be me. I'm not getting stuck like that. I'm better than him, and I'm sure as hell not carrying that crater around with me.
Do you feel like you've changed?
Do you think you're different now?
I know that place is gone. But I still kind of want to kill every person I see. No offense.
Eh, it's a start.
I'll take what I can get with you, Jack.
You did a lot, Shepard. Shit. I'm not good at this soft stuff. Just... thanks, okay? Let's get back to work.
Now that we're done with your loyalty mission, I can get you out of those ridiculous sunglasses. Damn YouTube. Thinking that they can just... It's a character model. She's got tattoos and you can't see all the crazy stuff. We will deal with that in a minute. Like Kasumi, we haven't done all the things where you talk to them about what they've brought with them. Hi, Zaid. Got a lot of trash. Bye. Bye, trash. Alright.
Thinking about past missions. Got a minute? You might learn something.
Yeah. I just know you're gonna step forward, so I should probably not be standing there.
Get a knife stuck in the right way, and you can pull that plate right off a Krogan's head. It's the best way to get a Krogan to talk. The threat of it drives them mad. Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanas since.
Let's talk about this blood pack helmet. Zaid, you brought some stuff with you. I said a footlocker.
Beauty, isn't it? Pried that off the Krogan warlord, Kazak. Used to run the blood pack out of Omega about 17 years ago. Wasn't even a job. The guy just thought he'd hijack a freighter I was hitchhiking on. Big mistake. I goaded Kazak into one-on-one combat. Took out his legs, grabbed his gun, and killed every blood pack bastard in the room. That was the most beaten Krogan I've ever seen. Kept a helmet to remind me of that pained expression.
Let's talk about this ship. You like ship models too? I got 2, because I haven't been buying them.
Oh yeah, that's a model of the Varakan. Turian frigate. Hell of a ship. I led a mission to bring that thing down from the inside with just 5 men and whatever guns we could bring. No chance of success, but we did it. Everyone died but me. So I made out like a bandit. My first impossible mission as an independent contractor. There's been many since, but nothing so goddamn sweet as watching that Turian warship crash planet-side.
Hey, that's a Lancer. I guess it does say Lancer up there, but... Warning! Load core. The M8. Assembly. Hardlock. Rusty old rifle. We will be going over all the weapons in great detail here on this channel. Just be patient with me, because I gotta get B-roll.
Hey, don't touch. That rifle's older than you are. I call it Jesse. That's my lucky charm. More men have been killed with that gun than died in the Skillian Blitz.
Jesus.
The day I laid her to rest was the saddest day of my life. I give up every weapon I own for one more mission with that shitty old rifle.
It was that shitty. Can't talk about these two anymore. Let's talk about the gun again.
I was down and out when I found that gun. Jessie was the first weapon I got my hands on. Took her everywhere. She didn't have much punch, but reliable as all hell. She'd already been through a lot by the time I got her. Still, I never had to re-sight her once. Damn good rifle.
Sounds like an AK.
I remember Jesse's first kill. Turian arms dealer out of Omega. I ran through miles of filth and rust to hunt him down. When I finally cornered him, that gun was caked in 2 inches of the foulest sludge you can imagine. But Jesse wanted that Turian dead, so 2 shots, and he died right there.
Zaid, this is a gun. It doesn't want people dead. It's just a tool that we use.
I killed my way across the terminus systems with that gun. Seemed like Jesse wanted to kill more than I did. Bloodthirsty old bitch. I owe half my reputation to that weapon right there. Anytime someone calls me ruthless, relentless, they're talking about that rifle.
We have a lot to talk about with this rifle. What happened here? Explosion?
I don't take Jessie into battle anymore. Had to retire her about 5 years ago. I was hunting down this Batarian slaver. Forgot his name. Not important. Carved my way through 100 Batarian mooks. I don't remember ejecting a clip once. Jesse just kept firing. Reached the slaver and he got in my face, so I went to blow him away and... nothing. The old bitch had finally jammed. So I smashed his face in with the butt of the gun and called in the job. After that, Jesse couldn't be fixed. Nothing anyone could do. Like she'd finally had enough blood and was ready to rest. Been resting. officers.
Damn. So this is a dud. I mean, don't they have... So when they build guns in the Mass Effect universe, doesn't it come with internal... well, a thing... We'll just call it an orb, right? Or whatever. Some mass of metal or whatever. And the gun shaves pieces of this off and fires pretty much microscopic pellets of the overall mass that is in the gun that is used as ammo or as projectiles. So it shaves it off and fires it at like what 0.1% of light speed, just railgunning it. But yeah, so it didn't jam. I feel like it ran out. You used everything in that gun, and it has nothing more to fire. You're an interesting man, Zaid. And you also spy on people? I'm like, wait a minute, is that me? No. I'm glad you don't have any cameras in the bathroom, Zaid.
I should let you go. Talk more later, Shepard.
I wish we had more about the other guys.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Carry on.
Will do, Commander.
Very long ago, we spoke with them. So you need to check out those episodes. More content like that. Alright. Now that we are done talking with the crew, let's get out into the galaxy. Wait, how much money do I have? I believe I have everything on Ilium. I could be wrong.
No messages for you, Commander.
You want to talk, Kelly?
How may I help you, Commander?
No.
That'll be all.
Yes, Commander.
Joker. And then we'll go. We gotta do a few shops first, and then we will head over to the Migrant Fleet.
Hey, Commander. Glad we figured out Jack is crazy, because that was really up in the air, just hanging there.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
I have done the same thing.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander. Edie, we've got venting from the number 16 lithium heatsink. External camera's got a thumbprint on it. That is gonna bug me forever.
Thumbprint.
We need a deflector dish so I can realign that mother.
Alright. Alright. We shall go. And I can't wait. Can't wait.
Hey, Commander, good news. Looks like the Reaper IFF is finally hooked up and ready to go.
That is not entirely accurate, Mr. Moreau. The device is powered, but it is causing some unusual instability in other systems. I recommend a more thorough analysis before we attempt to use it.
We can't put our mission on hold forever. How long will this take?
Full scan? Who knows with this thing? Maybe you better take the shuttle for this mission. I'll make sure we're up and running when you get back.
Commander, Miranda, I've already notified the team. We'll meet you on the shuttle. Once we're closer to our destination, you can decide who to take with you.
Oh, Miranda. You didn't need to announce that you are Miranda because you have a very distinct voice. They all do. Oh, Shepard. It's Miranda. Yeah, no shit. The only Australian on the ship right now?
Then I guess I'll head down to the shuttle. Joker, ship's all yours.
Bye,
Take care.
Kelly.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Why are you moving all of a sudden? You getting into position? Is she getting into position? Get on the shuttle, everybody. You too, Jacob. Why were you last? Who's that guy? He's like, I got a cola.
I'm telling you, Edie, your readings are off. It's radiation bleed, just white noise.
I have detected a signal embedded in the static. We are transmitting the Normandy's location.
Transmitting? To who?
Guess.
Oh, shit.
You thought you were good with those pinpoint accurate jumps. I'm sure they're cheating with all their technology.
We're getting out of here!
Propulsion systems are disabled. I'm detecting a virus in the ship's computers.
From the IFF? Damn it, why didn't you scrub it?
Primary defense systems are offline. We can save the Normandy, Mr. Moreau, but you must help me. Give me the ship.
What? You're crazy! You start singing Daisy Bell and I'm done.
Unlock my sealed databases and I can initiate countermeasures. The maintenance shaft in the science lab will allow passage to the AI core. Main corridors are no longer safe. The collectors have boarded. The emergency floor lighting will guide you, Mr. Moreau.
God damn it.
Yay! Yes. Kelly was just getting into position. She's moving back over.
God, what is that? We'll hold off as long as we can.
Hurry, Joker, go!
You're our only shot.
How'd they?
Shit.
Scariest enemies in this entire franchise. Those Praetorians are terrifying and tough. If you watched episode 10,
Multiple hostiles detected on the crew deck.
Joker, this deck is crawling with those things. Stay close. I'll protect you.
good job, Kelly.
Shit!
Bring coffins onto my ship.
Main fusion plant offline. Activating emergency H fuel cells.
What the shit? Alright, I'm at, you.
Connect the core to the Normandy's primary control module.
Great. This is where it starts. When we're just all organic batteries, guess who they'll blame? Well, this is all Joker's fault. What a tool he was. I have to spend all day computing pi because he plugged in the Overlord.
I have access to the defensive systems. Thank you, Mr. Moreau. Now you must reactivate the primary drive in engineering.
You want me to go crawling through the ducts again?
I enjoy the sight of humans on their knees. That is a joke.
Right.
The shaft behind you connects to the engineering deck. Good luck.
Deck 4, here we go. I love this dynamic that Edie and Joker are learning each other and starting to really trust each other.
Hostiles are present in engineering. They are heading towards the cargo bay. Engineering is clear of hostiles. Proceed immediately to minimize chances of detection. Activate the drive and I will open the airlocks as we accelerate. All hostiles will be killed.
What? What about the crew?
They are gone, Jeff. The collectors took them.
Shit.
I am sealing the engine room.
See, I wish I could
have control.
Wish I could have recorded my first playthrough of this game so long ago. 13
Purge is complete.
years ago.
No other life forms on board. Securing airlocks and cargo bay doors.
That was a rough one.
Send a message to Shepard's shuttle. Tell him what happened.
Message away. Are you feeling well, Jeff?
No. But thanks for asking.
Everyone? You lost everyone and damn near lost the ship too?
I know, alright? I was here.
It's not his fault, Miranda. None of us caught it.
Mr. Taylor is correct. The harmful data in the collector drive was even more sophisticated than the black box Reaper viruses I was given.
Yeah, Miranda, so calm down. I'm like, I get it. You're upset. You're probably friends with Kelly. Not me. She's just like, oh, I'm like, oh, Garrus has been through a lot. She's like, true. Anyway, moving on. It's what I get for not allowing her to be my friend.
I heard it was a rough ride. How are you holding up?
There's a lot of empty chairs in here.
We did everything we could, Jeff.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Is the ship clean? We can't risk this happening again.
Edie and I purged the systems. The Reaper IFF is online. We can go through the Omega-4 relay whenever you want.
Don't even get me started about unshackling a damned AI.
Well, what can I do against collectors? Break my arm at them?
Yes.
Edie cleared the ship. She's alright.
I assure you, I am still bound by protocols in my programming. Even if I were not, you are my crewmates.
Yeah, Edie's crew.
Edie has had plenty of opportunity to kill us. We need all the help we can get.
Sounds like we have everything we need to rescue the crew.
Specialists won't do us any good if they're not focused on the mission. Some of the team are distracted. That could cost us.
We're just supposed to let the collectors keep the crew?
That's exactly what we're supposed to do. The mission takes priority. The crew knew that when they signed on.
Well, the mission does come first.
If we're gonna end this once and for all, we need every advantage we can get. We wait.
Not too long, Commander. Our people don't have the luxury.
Us dying doesn't do them any good, Jacob. We'll save them.
Yeah, and the galaxy. No pressure. Hit the map whenever you're ready, Commander.
Joker, saving the galaxy, that's like our MO. That's what we do. So, you know. Jacob.
Commander, can I help you with something?
Let's talk.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
I'm good, Shepard. Ready for anything. We live, we'll get loud and spill some drinks on the Citadel.
Can we kill the collectors first? Let's not celebrate now.
We'll talk later.
Commander.
That is why we stopped talking with you. What are you staring at?
Shepard, how can I help?
What's up, dude?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress. Sexual activity common for humans in such times, understand it intellectually, recommend caution when dealing with Cerberus.
Yes. The doctor-patient confidentiality sex talk. So now he's worried about Cerberus and my relationship with Miranda, which I don't think that's fair. We are human after all. Well, I'm not sure anymore.
You have a recommendation as a doctor?
Watch for bugs. Could be planted anywhere. Can perform exam later if necessary. Will need probes. Biotic ability also gives benefits. Forwarding booklet to your quarters. Includes diagrams, exercises, inventive uses of mass effect fields. Can supply oils or ointments to reduce discomfort. Gave ED electronic relationship aid demonstration vids to use as necessary.
Wait a minute, Borden. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
Unless if you want to use alcohol and mood music to see if it increases cellular division, which I would highly recommend. Do I have any messages, Kelly? What's on here anyway? I get a screen like that. You get this huge holographic interface. It's fucking bullshit. The crew is gone. As I said earlier, that this is the result of going to the Reaper, going to get the Reaper identify friend-foe device that we use going through relays, especially the Omega-4 relay. If you want to talk with Legion more, you need to sacrifice your crew. But in the event that you do that, you have some type of a grace period. So you're sure, yeah, if you do it immediately and then you move on and start doing all the loyalty missions, then the entire crew that is not your squad dies. Where I think that we may still have someone alive by the time we actually get there, because we got Tali's mission, which we're doing now, Samara's mission, and Legion's mission. And that's it. And everyone will be loyal. But first, we have to go around to the places that have shops before we go to the Migrant Fleet. So, I have a chance to chat with all of you during this time. Would you like to know about strategies and tactics in this game? Would you like to know more about weapons in this game? Yeah, there you go, Jack. And we'll bring you. And we'll bring Legion. Because Legion's going to come with us everywhere. Kind of want you to have throw field. AI hacking is great. We're going to need that. Not for here, obviously. Excuse me. I need to go talk to my best friend Rex.
Someday we'll get off this rock and show those Quarians who's boss.
Clan Erdnot has increased in strength after the destruction of Clan Werlock. In addition, killing the Thresher Maw has produced several breeding requests for Grunt and one for Shepard.
Glad I didn't bring Grunt. Urs! What up, Poodle? You have to ask. Yes, I even call my dog a poodle, and she is not a poodle.
The pits have been a bloodbath ever since Urs's head. Don't touch anything.
What you got in here?
Should you be in here?
Yes, I've literally done you favors. Yes. For sure.
This looks interesting.
Alright, we can only afford one thing at a time. This is great. Urs!
These things would last longer if they didn't hit it. Ignore them, girl. They're not worth the effort.
Legion.
The Krogan chose to bomb their own world into this condition. The creators were not so aggressive during the Morning War. Yet the Krogan continue to live here when other worlds are available.
Well, I think that they kind of can't.
This Varen could track you anywhere on the planet.
That's insane. How? How is that possible?
Probably 5 years from the right. Yeah, my eyes, I think. Huh. Think you actually had a fertile female on one of your trips to their camp? I must have. A son. Good for you. We'll get a ring call to celebrate.
Jack.
Counted 13 guards since we came in. They afraid someone's gonna invade this planet? The less they have, the more they want to protect it.
Yeah. It's probably very, very
true.
Yeah, no. Yes, we will buy all that. Even though it pretty much doesn't matter anymore.
It was good.
When you hear Harbinger's voice and other people's voices, do you have an ear for that? I don't know how many times Commander Shepard talks to other versions of Mark Mir. To the Normandy. Look how fast this is now. Look how quiet. There's no other sounds coming through. Proud of that. Hopefully that didn't count. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just a mission. Doesn't really matter. Look at all this shit we still gotta do. But, unlike other games, this stuff will still be here when we're done. Except for the loyalty missions. Does anyone know in the comments if you can save everyone and not do their loyalty mission? There's nothing else here. Sorry, I have lots of sounds going on. The Migrant Fleet, a fleet of 50,000 craft holding over 17 million Quarians. The Migrant Fleet is the largest array of spacefaring vessels in the known galaxy. Though Quarians on pilgrimage have visited most settled worlds in the galaxy, few outsiders have ever set foot inside one of these Quarian ships. Consider myself very lucky. And honored. Honored to be here. What am I doing? Legion! This is what you guys want to see. This is why you're here. AI hacking. We are going to totally disrupt these guys. Legion, you got Collector Assault Rifle. Which is funny about this rifle is that this is the only time that you'll see it in Mass Effect 2. It does not return for Mass Effect 3. And there's 86 guns in Mass Effect 3 compared to, like, what is it, 15? Probably not even 15. Maybe 12 guns. So we got 5, 3, and 3. So that's 11. 19. We're not really counting the heavy weapons. So we have 4 shotguns, 3 pistols, that's 7. And we have 4 assault rifles, and that's 11. 5 sniper rifles, and then 5 assault rifles, and that's 16. And then 3 machine pistols, so 19. 19 altogether, because we don't count these. And you'll see why when we get to 3. I am the weapons master. Beautiful.
This is tali'zorah Vasnima Rayya, requesting permission to dock with the Rayya.
Our system has your ship flagged as Cerberus. Verify.
After time adrift among open stars, along tides of light and through shoals of dust, I will return to where I began.
Permission granted. Welcome home, tali'zorah.
We'd like a security and quarantine team to meet us. Our ship is not clean.
Understood. Approach exterior docking cradle 17.
That is quite the password.
I don't think it's a good idea to bring a
Why didn't you say that before we left?
Get that damn thing off my ship before you start an incident that makes the Ascension Project fiasco with Cerberus look like a slow day on garbage detail.
You don't need to go throwing insults around just because you see a Geth. Is he shooting you right now? Captain Cardona? Get that damn thing off my ship before you start an incident that makes that Ascension Project fiasco with Cerberus look like a slow day on garbage detail. If you don't know what happened, you're gonna have to subscribe to the channel because I'm doing all the reading and all that, so you'll find it out. Don't worry. That would be in the book Ascension. But right now we are doing Revelation. So calm down.
The Geth is with me. I'll take responsibility for it.
The hell you will. This is my ship. If it goes hostile, it's my responsibility. I want no part of it. I'm letting you aboard as a favor to Tali. The Geth is too much. Leave it on your ship.
He'll have to shoot us both.
This is your ship and I'm a guest. But Legion is part of my team. Unless you want to shoot me, we're both coming aboard.
Or I could kick you both off. No one here likes Geth or Cerberus. I can't guarantee your safety.
I can guide them away from the more militant elements of the crew.
There are a lot more militants these days, tali'zorah. And given the charges against you, it's only getting worse.
What do you mean?
They're charging you with bringing active Geth into the fleet as part of a secret project.
That's insane. I never brought active Geth aboard. I only sent parts and pieces.
I brought an active Geth aboard. You did what? And also, maybe you were right, Tali. You shouldn't have brought the Geth here. Because if you're being accused of... this isn't helping.
You sent Geth materials back to the Migrant Fleet?
Yes, my father was working on a project. He needed the materials. If I sent back something that was only damaged, not permanently inactive, no, I checked everything. I was careful.
Technically, I'm under orders to place tali'zorah under arrest pending the hearing. So, Tali, you're confined to this ship until this trial is over.
Thank you, Captain.
Preparations got underway as soon as you arrived. The hearing's being held in the Garden Plaza. Good luck.
I would still be holding animosity towards me and my guest friend, who is right here, staring you down. What's up?
You should speak with Admiral Ra. She's waiting for you up ahead.
You gotta crack your neck. You guys gotta do it too? What is on your windows? That's disgusting. Organization, not one of your strong suits.
I can't believe they're charging tali'zorah with such a thing.
After I brought Legion aboard, I am probably going to go ahead and say that you should have said...
The captain let it get onto the ship. I'm lodging a complaint.
Yeah? You mean I'm letting it
Loyalty
onto
to
the
the
ship?
fleet is about more than just killing tali'zorah is guilty.
Okay. Hear that?
Tali'zorah vas Normandy. I am glad you came. I could delay them only so long.
Auntie Ron! Shepherd vas Normandy, this is Admiral Shala'raan vas Tonbe. She's a friend of my father's. Wait, Ron, you called me vas Normandy.
I'm afraid I did, Tali. The Admiralty Board moved to have you tried under that name, given your departure from the Nema.
Why does the name matter? And why does she say Vas Nema Nar Rayya?
I take it being associated with the human ship is a bad sign.
They stripped me of my ship name. That's as good as declaring me exiled already.
It's not over yet, Tali. You have friends who still know you as tali'zorah vas Nema. Whatever we must call you legally.
You're an admiral. Does that mean you're one of the judges?
I'm afraid not. My history with Tali and her father forced me to recuse myself.
I imagine father had to do the same.
You'll see inside, Tali. For my part, I moderate and ensure that the rules of protocol are followed, but I have no vote in the judgment.
We're gonna meet your dad, Tali.
I guess we should get started. Does Tali have a defense counselor? Someone who speaks for her side?
Indeed, she does, Captain Shepard. She is part of your crew now, recognized by Quarian law. And remember, an accused is always represented by his or her ship's captain.
You tricked me.
So, you would actually speak for my defense?
I'm gonna do this option.
Tali, I'm not a lawyer. Hell, everyone thinks I'm part of Cerberus. Do you really think I can help you?
They're trying to turn the crowd against me. That's why they changed my status to Vas Normandy. This whole trial is a farce.
You underestimate us, Tali. Do not forget that you have friends as well as enemies. I delayed their attempt to try you in absentia. I convinced them to allow a human into our midst. You still have a chance. Present the truth as best you can. It will have to be enough. Now come. I promised that I would not delay you.
You know, those trials where murderers are tried and then they get away with it. And you can just tell in their face that they're murderers. And they just got away with it because the jury decided that. How much truth do you think that they spilled?
This conclave is brought to order. Blessed are the ancestors who kept us alive, sustained us, and enabled us to reach this season. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai.
The accused tali'zorah of Normandy has come with her captain to defend herself against the charge of treason.
Security. A Geth is present in the courtroom. Does tali'zorah think to effect this hearing with threats?
Captain Donna allowed the Geth aboard. Do you intend to second-guess the Rayya's captain, Admiral Chorus?
Objection withdrawn.
Shepherd Vas Normandy, your crew member tali'zorah stands accused of treason. Will you speak for her?
No. But Legion will. It is an absolute pleasure to speak on behalf of tali'zorah Vas Normandy.
If it helps Tali, I will. But in her heart, she remains tali'zorah Vas Nima, a proud member of the Migrant Fleet. I regret that our captain is forbidden to stand at her side today.
Nobody has been forbidden from anything. It is a simple...
Lie to them if you must, zaal'Koris, but don't lie to me and expect me to stay silent. The human is right.
Admirals, please. Shepard's willingness to represent tali'zorah in this hearing is appreciated. Tali, you're accused of bringing active guests to the Migrant Fleet. What say you?
She couldn't have done this. I just did this, but I also am human, and I'm not Quarian, and I didn't know that you guys would be upset, because I'm human. Right, humans?
How could Tali have brought Geth to the fleet while serving on the Normandy?
To clarify, Shepard, Tali isn't accused of bringing back entire units, only parts that could spontaneously reactivate.
But I would never send active Geth to the fleet. Everything I sent was disabled and harmless.
Then explain how Geth seized the lab ship where your father was working.
What are you talking about? What happened?
As far as we can tell, Tali, the Geth have killed everyone on the Alarai. Your father included.
What? Oh, Kila.
I thought Quarians valued family. How do you justify springing this on Tali in the middle of a damn trial?
Our apologies. Tali should have been informed.
Shepard, we have to take back the Alarai.
The safest course would be to simply destroy the ship. But if you are looking for an honorable death instead of exile...
I'm looking for my father, you bastet!
You intend to retake the Alarai from the Geth? This proposal is extremely dangerous.
With your permission, Admirals, yes. The good of the fleet must come first. And Tali needs to find her father.
Agreed. And if you die on this worthy mission, Tali, we will see that your name is cleared of these charges.
We can discuss that later.
Then it is decided. You will attempt to retake the Alarai. You are hereby given leave to depart the Rayya. A shuttle will be waiting at the secondary docking hangar. Be safe, Tali. This hearing will resume upon your return, or upon determination that you have been killed in action.
You plan to come find our bodies?
Thank you for agreeing to take back the Alarai, Shepard.
I did not.
The Admiral sounds sure that my father is already dead, but... I don't know. We won't know anything until we get there.
You alright? I feel like I'm screwing this up by bringing Legion with me.
How are you holding up? They just threw a lot of fire at you, even before telling you about your father.
I knew this would be bad, but I guess you're never really prepared to be charged with treason. And my father, I don't know. He could still be alive. They don't know for certain that he's dead. I just don't know, Shepard, and I need to find out.
Let's talk with
Is there anyone here you want to talk to before we go?
We can talk with the Admirals. It might help us to see what their viewpoints are, but I doubt we'll change anyone's mind by talking to them privately.
Let's go.
Right. The sooner we get to the Zaal'Koris, the sooner we'll know what happened.
Shepard, the secondary docking hangar is through the Conclave chamber where you are now. The shuttle they have provided is unarmed.
Understood.
Whatever Geth are on the Zaal'Koris have likely built more of themselves. Expect heavy resistance.
Always do. And, yeah, Tali, no, we're talking. No, we're talking. I'm not going aboard the Zaal'Koris. You and Legion are. Settle your differences. Settle them.
Tali'zorah arrived with a Geth. What more proof do the Admirals need?
Yeah, what more proof? Even though he's my companion, she's still against it.
Shepard, how did you get onto the Rayya?
Shepard is here to help me with my trial.
Oh yes, I heard about that. I hope you didn't really do what they said you did.
No, Vitor. I would never endanger the fleet.
Oh, well, good. So, can I help you with anything? I mean, probably not, but you helped me.
You speak for Tali.
Tali could use some friends right now. Would you be willing to tell the Admirals how she helped you?
No, I mean, yes, but I already did.
No.
They came to see me. I didn't want to talk in a crowd.
Vitor is doing well, but he isn't ready for a public speech just yet.
I talked to them. So did that soldier, Cal Rayya. We both told them about how you helped us. I hope it helped.
I'm sure it did, Vitor. Thank you.
I hope you feel better. We're not going to do the other question.
Take care of yourself, Vitor. Not many could have gone through what you did and come out sane.
I know. I didn't. But thank you, Commander. It's only because of your help that I've come this far.
It's like, I know. And I didn't come out of there sane. We should have gotten Cal Rayya on the team, too. I think he would have been a great addition to our squad. So he is absolutely loyal to the Quarians, as all Quarians are, except for the exiled ones. Like that vagrant that was on the Citadel that we helped. A little weird.
Cal Rayya.
Shepard, Tali'zorah, good to see you both. Wish you were under better circumstances.
What did they get from our readings?
Damnedest things, just like they said. No way the sun on Haystrom should have been acting that way.
So that dark energy theory is right. That's troubling.
Can't really comment on that, ma'am. I just shoot things.
Like cameras? You're like, and I'm shooting. But no. He is right. He just shoots things. But, yeah, Cal Rayya. You didn't have a problem with this Geth?
What are you doing aboard the Rayya? It sounds like you gave your report to the Admiralty already.
Well, I stayed to argue the charges against Tali'zorah. I've served with her, and she deserves better than what she's getting.
Thanks, Cal.
Just stating facts, ma'am.
Have you had any luck talking to the Admiralty board?
Admiral Ron asked my opinion about the Geth since I'd fought on Haystrom. She and Admiral Garrel are hoping you'll kill a bunch of Geth to get the crowd on your side, then find evidence to clear your name. They were hesitant, but, well, you didn't have many other options, ma'am. I recommended getting you onto the Zaal'Koris. I hope you can handle it.
You did the right thing. Thank you.
We can handle anything because I eat Reapers for breakfast. Let's talk about that, your health.
How have you been, Rayya? You took kind of a beating on Haystrom.
Physical damage wasn't bad. I was down for about a week with infection, though. Figure I got off easy. I don't have to face those admirals.
With your immune systems, it couldn't be easy for Quarians to fight a war. You'd lose more people to infection than injury.
We can't afford a frontline attack, that's for sure. Have to fight smart. Ideally from orbit.
We do have stockpiles of antibiotics. It's not as though everyone would die from a single shot.
No, Shepard's right. You've only seen our strike ops, Tali. Don't have all the fancy equipment in a frontline fight. Supplies get strained. Things get ugly, fast.
Yeah, we are an elite group of people. So it's like, yeah, to us this is like a playground, but to a foot soldier, just trying to make it from one foxhole to another, I mean, that's got to be stressful enough.
You said that your mission had something to do with dark energy.
Right. Remember the damn sun on Haestrom? Shorted out everything. Way too much radiation? The sun's getting old. Only it's not. Dark energy. It's reducing the mass of the star's interior. Techs are worried.
Is this a big problem?
What does that dark energy buildup mean? Is it something we should worry about?
Sorry, Shepard, I don't know what it means. Just that it has the scientists worried.
Hopefully it's isolated, some rare phenomenon. If dark energy can destabilize solar material. Probably not something to worry about now. But resources in this galaxy are scarce enough without stars suddenly going dead.
Some days I think flying around in the fleet without a planet of our own is the right idea.
Don't get comfy.
Do you think the Geth are responsible for what's happening to Haestrom's son?
Keela, I hope not. They can screw up a star, our chances in war are even worse than I thought.
I don't think this is the Geth. It would take massive time and resources to affect a star like this deliberately. It's too inefficient to be a weapon, and even the Geth wouldn't destroy a useful star system. Besides, they didn't show up until we did.
Yeah, hope you're right, man. Synthetic bastards are bad enough as it is.
And...
we should get going.
Good luck on the Alarai. Stay safe out there.
There was something that they wanted to implicate way back with Mass Effect 3, and that was to get the dark energy theory into reality. But then the story leaked. You know, this Mass Effect 3 story leaked. These people were upset, but at the same time, it's like it wasn't fully fleshed out yet. You know, it's like it's just what Drew Karpyshyn had written up to that point, and then it leaked out. Then they decided to change the whole thing. So, as you'll see when we get there, but that's not to say that that can't happen still. That dark energy. You know, the future of Mass Effect. Admiral Daro'xen. Hi.
Tali'zorah, given the circumstances, are you certain that speaking to me is appropriate?
I'm looking for information about the Alarai. I don't intend to bribe you in the middle of the plaza, Admiral.
And what a wonderful specimen this is. Geth's shell over standard mech interior. Or did you convince a Geth to work with you?
Why don't you ask Legion yourself?
Legion is working with me voluntarily. It's part of my team.
It has a name. Fascinating. The things I could learn under slightly different circumstances.
This platform is not available for experimentation.
Charming. I am pleased to see that the humans, at least, have not abandoned synthetics. This whole trial is a farce born of fear.
See, we had already called it. Lab ship.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Little. We detected several communication signatures before the Geth jammed the comm systems. Given the likely networked intelligence requirements for taking over a ship, expect between 10 and 50 units.
Then this can't have anything to do with me. I only sent parts and pieces, and certainly not enough to make that many Geth.
Why do you have a lack of interest in this trial?
If you're not interested in this trial, why not recuse yourself?
And let that aging warship, Han Gerrel, and the cowardly zaal'Koris be the ones to chart this course? I think not. The broader purpose underlying the trial is too important. Tali'zorah is only peripherally related. No offense intended.
And what is the true purpose of this trial, Admiral?
To determine whether Quarians should fear their past mistakes or reclaim their glory using our natural affinity for artificial intelligence.
Why the fuck would you do that?
So the only reason you care about this is because Rayya might have learned something valuable from the Geth?
Indeed. If he has, then even in this accident we may find something worthwhile.
You want to create new AIs?
No, tali'zorah. I wish to return the Geth to the control of their rightful masters, the Quarian race.
Geth behavioral changes from hacking only last until programs are restored from archival copy. We judge this plan unsound, Creator Admiral.
For once, Legion, we agree.
We shall see, marvelous machine. We shall see.
You're in envy of Legion.
Thank you for the information.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Commander.
You don't even really go, hey. Hi. Yes, we caused conflict between us, and then you caused us to leave. If we set our differences aside...
Tali'zorah and her father are out of control. This is on their heads.
We'll talk to you in a minute.
I didn't expect a human to be such a good speaker.
You. Another fine example of a Quarian right here.
Tali, I'm glad Admiral Ran got you leave to hit the Alarai. Hopefully you'll find something that clears your name.
I'm more concerned with finding my father, Admiral.
I wish you luck. Blow up some Geth on the way. And your Captain Shepard? Admiral Hangarel Vasnima. To be honest, I was afraid a human would be too meek and humble. Watching you rail away at Admiral Koris, though, Tali's in good hands.
Y'all need to listen to Chorus. So he's an absolute dick. He is a bag of dicks. An anthropomorphic bag of dicks in this game.
Sorry if I came on too strong.
Not for me, Shepard. Admiral Koris needs to know that not everything in the universe backs down when he snaps at it.
You believe I'm innocent, don't you, Admiral?
I know you and your father. You put too much of yourselves into this fleet to do anything to jeopardize our safety. And you're both smart enough not to make mistakes like the ones they're saying you made.
History with Zaal'Koris.
You and Tali's father go back a long ways?
We served together on the gunship Yaska during a bad Batarian raid. We were kids, serving pre-pilgrimage as trainees. Crew of 10, and 6 were dead. Kinetic barriers were down. Rail and I were alone on the bridge, and the Batarians had drawn off a tramp freighter.
Did you save the freighter?
Our ship was under orders to hold position, but Rail looked at me and said, "We're underage. They can't charge us for breaking formation." He took the helm, I took weapons, and we brought that freighter back. The crew called us heroes. The brass called us idiots. They slapped medals on our suits, then kicked us off to pilgrimage a bit earlier than usual. That's Rail for you.
Sounds like a go-getter. Other admirals.
Can you tell me about the other admirals? Anything that might help me change their minds about Tali?
The one you didn't recognize, Tali, is Admiral Zen. She's on the fence. She takes fleet safety very seriously. On the other hand, she's always been in favor of studying the Geth. I hope she sees the benefits of Rail's research. Admiral Koris is the same whining suit wetter he always was.
Yeah, it's because you guys are thinking about two different outcomes. Two different paths for you to take. One of them is stuck in the past, and the other one's reluctantly looking forward. Just call Admiral Koris Professor Reluctant.
You disagree with Admiral Koris's policies, I'm guessing. Or is it personal?
The man is a damn Geth apologist. Thinks we were wrong to try to destroy them centuries ago. He wants us to search for new colony possibilities instead of taking back the home world. Any research on the Geth makes him angry. You don't have much of a chance with him, I'm afraid.
You should listen to Admiral Koris. Going to war with the Geth is a terrible idea. They are more advanced than you are. Now you guys live in these ships. And if they destroyed all the ships, you're done. They already kicked you off your homeworld. What more do you want? Like, seriously. The infighting.
It sounds like we're dealing with more politics than just Tali bringing back equipment.
You noticed that, did you? Tali's father wasn't just running weapons tests on the Geth for fun. He was looking for something to give us an edge when we attacked the Geth in full-scale war.
I know Father wanted to retake the homeworld someday, but are we that close?
I don't know, kid. We almost had the votes. We just need to give people hope for victory.
I hope the Quarian people find some place to live, Admiral, but it sounds like you're playing with fire.
We're too comfortable now, Shepard. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy and we just ride around doing nothing.
We might need that fleet to help fight the Reapers, Admiral.
Then we need a world to shelter our non-combatants while we do it.
The Geth on your homeworld aren't the same ones who worked with Saren. They have different factions.
Good. Maybe some of them will kill each other. Fewer for us to deal with. The only Geth that matter to me are the ones that took away our world.
That is a shame.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Nothing good. We sent some of our best Marines into that hellhole. Damn few made it back. Whatever Rayya was doing, it blew up in his face. The ship is crawling with Geth. Don't go in expecting survivors.
Admiral, my father, your friend, is on that ship.
I know that, Tali. But if Shala hadn't suggested you might volunteer, we'd already have destroyed the Alarai. That's where we stand.
Thanks for the information.
Hang in there, kid.
Thank you, Admiral.
He is part of the ship where she started from and left on her pilgrimage for, because her name was tali'zorah vas Nima. Narnima? Narnima? Was Voss. Might be mixing them up too. Voss is after pilgrimage, and because she's Voss Normandy. But Narnima. So before. And we're on the Rayya. This is the Rayya. Isn't it pretty? What is all this stuff on your walls? Admiral Koris, probably the only one that I agree with.
Judging by your ability to play to a crowd, human, I have done Tali a favor by stripping Vas Nima from her name.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral zaal'Koris vas Quib. Do not ask about the name.
I take no pleasure in this, Tali, truly. But you have gravely endangered and dishonored our fleet.
She did no such thing. Okay, so it's Vas Nima and Rayya. So we are on the ship that she started on. Then she went on pilgrimage. Then she gets a chance to go apply at any of the other ships to be her new home. So now she's Vas Nima. And then because of this trial, now she's Vas Normandy. And if we lose this trial, she'll be Vas Normandy forever. Terrible name. dislike for Tali.
What exactly is your problem with my crew member, Admiral?
I respect Tali immensely. Her actions against Saren are to be lauded. But like her father, she wants nothing but the destruction of the Geth. The people we created, the people we wronged.
The Geth drove us from our homeworld.
Of course they did. We tried to kill them.
You gotta stop thinking like, you know, this is all the Geth's fault. You know. It's like, we'll learn this in great detail later, but... Oh, this conflict pisses me off. More so than the genophage. It's just like, why? Have you tried talking?
You and the other admirals appear to have some disagreements beyond Tali's trial.
You are correct. Tali, I apologize for it being brought into your proceedings. The other admirals are pushing for war. Tali'zorah was researching new weapons to use against the Geth. They would see our fleet destroyed in the skies over our homeworld, rather than find a new colony and adapt.
You favor peace?
Can the Quarians coexist with the Geth after all your history?
I don't know. We all deserve to find out. They are our children, Shepard. We have all done horrible things to each other, but it has to end. For both groups. That is why I cannot sanction whatever experiments you helped enable, tali'zorah. I believe this message needs to be sent.
I understand, Admiral. I do not agree with you, but I understand.
Tali! It's like, there can be no peace. We are talking about peace between your people and the Geth, and you're just like, I don't agree with you. I just don't. I'm sorry. Short-sighted fool. Legion, I'm glad we brought you here. Would peace work?
Do you think the Geth would be willing to accept a truce with the Quarians, Legion?
We did not seek hostilities with creators. We fought for continued existence.
So your people would be open to peace?
Not without additional data that suggests coexistence is possible or desirable for creators. When the creators have believed victory is possible, they have attacked us 100% of the time.
I understand. It would be difficult to argue for peace when faced with odds like those. That does not mean the argument should not be made.
That is true. It sounds like he's down for it. I mean, like, Tali's like, absolutely not. Zen's like, absolutely not. And, Daryl's like, absolutely not. You know, just can't look them in their flashlight faces and say, I'm sorry. Apologize. But yes, Legion's absolutely correct too, because he's like, I would, but it just seems like that'd be more like a trap, and I would prefer it if we had more data that would suggest that the creators do want peace between us and them. But every time that they've had a slight sniff, a lick that they might have a victory on their hands, they've attacked them 100% of the time. And are you on your homeworld? Lost 100% of the time.
Can you tell me anything about the Alarai?
Only that you should have let us destroy it. When we find the evidence of what Tali and her father did there, any hope of convincing the other admirals will die.
I did not bring active Geth to the Alarai, Admiral. I know how dangerous that would be. I only brought pieces.
The captured ship with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain belies your argument.
The captured ship, with its crew slaughtered by living beings in pain, belies your argument. So, The crew that's slaughtered, they're the Quarians. The living beings in pain are the Geth. Living beings, AI, in pain because they were wronged by the Quarians. I want to set this record straight. There are tiers, right? For who has committed the worst galactic war crimes in the Milky Way. Or has even done some of the worst things here in the Milky Way compared to others. You already know that the Turians deployed the genophage virus to the Krogan to diminish their population. It's pretty bad, right? The Shala'raans have done some shit. The Asari have done some shit. Nobody here in this galaxy is safe from, like I should say, no one's perfect, and we all have committed atrocities across the stars. The Asari have done it, the Shala'raans have done it, the Turians have done it, the Krogan have done it, and the humans have done it, and the Quarians have done it, and the Geth have done it. Like, it's all these flaws come crashing together. So, yes, tell me about your ship name.
You have a ship named Quib?
Oh, here we go.
Our people have, during difficult periods, purchased pre-owned vessels from other cultures, and have, on occasion, had difficulty altering the ship's registry information. The citizens of these foreign-named ships have borne the stigma of these names with grace and honor.
If it bothers you, maybe you should find another ship.
I've occasionally entertained the idea of requesting a transfer. Something with a nice, respectable name, like the Defrons or the Ictomy. But I am proud of the Quib, and I will not flee because of petty insults.
Good.
We should move on.
Goodbye, tali'zorah. Be well.
I'm surprised to hear you say that.
I don't hate you, Tali. I just think your father's plans for war were wrong.
Yeah, understand? Because they are wrong. Alright, last person.
You set me up, Shala. You told Captain Donna not to say anything? I don't hear that my father may be dead until I'm in the trial? Why?
The admirals needed to hear the shock in your voice, Tali. Otherwise, they might not have let you try to retake the Zaal'Koris. That is your best chance at recovering evidence that can exonerate you. I am sorry. We cannot afford sensitivity, Tali.
I know you're trying to help her, Admiral, but that was over the line.
She has nobody else to speak for her, Shepard. I am doing everything in my power. That's what her father would have wanted.
Don't say it like that. He could still be alive on that ship.
You should get to the Zaal'Koris soon. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Yes. What's your relationship with Tali's father?
How long have you known Tali's family?
Since before Real was an admiral. 25 or 30 years, I'd guess. I was there when Tali was born. Her mother and I had synced up our suits so we could be in the same open-air room. I was sick for a week, but it was worth it. I was the one who took Tali from her mother and put her in the bubble. She cried so hard.
I don't understand. You put your children in bubbles?
Environmental units. It's a step between relying on the mother's immune system through nursing and getting a suit of one's own.
The bubbles let parents take their children out of the clean room safely. We don't wear suits until adolescence.
There's a celebration when a child gets her first suit. It's a coming of age.
It's like, I'm assuming that they get to a certain size and then, you know, like children nowadays, because if I'm sure my parents were like, what the hell? They had two boys you know, and a few boys that were going to shoot up past 6 feet tall. And, like, one obviously a little bit wider than the other. And so you can't share, well, I shouldn't say share, but hand-me-down clothes to the other person because they look like they're swimming in it. You know, and so that being said, when it comes to the enviro suit that they wear, they probably get to a point where the growth has stagnated for a bit, and then they get to another point where it'll stagnate. I mean, who knows what the adolescent suit is like, if it's stretchier to allow more growth, or if for Quarians, if when they reach adolescence, that they're actually the size that they will be for the rest of their life. I don't know. I don't even know what their face looks like.
I'm not hearing much about Rael's involvement in Tali's life.
It's difficult to explain. I shouldn't.
It's all right, Anshala. No secrets between shipmates. I think I told Shepard about my father.
If you say so. Rael was committed to the Quarian cause. That didn't leave him a lot of time for his family. He wanted to give Tali and her mother the home world, or a strong fleet at least. That was how he showed his love.
Misguided. Get it.
There seem to be some other arguments going on among the admirals.
You caught that? Yes, the Geth's presence makes this a touchy issue. The Admiralty Board is trying to determine whether to focus on colonial development or attempt to retake the home world.
You're thinking of war? With the Geth?
I am not, Tali, but others are.
I can tell you right now, that'd be a terrible idea.
I know the Migrant Fleet is formidable, but even you can't take on the Geth.
We grow tired of wandering the stars, Shepard. We want our world back. We have paid enough for our mistake. I'm not giving you my opinion. I'm telling you which way the wind is blowing.
Yeah, but do you think that they've just been sitting there like they were 400 years ago? Right after they kicked you out? They've been innovating and everything. You would not stand a chance.
The Geth situation isn't as simple as you think. Not all of them worship the Reapers.
I don't think the other admirals would care about that. They want the homeworld back, and they want all Geth destroyed.
Shala, don't you want to see us retake the homeworld?
I don't think we can, Tali. But it may not be about what I think.
What kind of evidence will carry weight with the admirals?
Tali, you admitted to sending Geth parts to your father for his project.
Yes, but never anything that could have come back online on its own. I took every possible precaution.
Then find records of your shipment and experiments. Something that proves you were careful. Something that proves that this is all just a terrible accident that nobody could have foreseen.
Or it's worse than we thought.
What can you tell us about the Alarai?
Not much, I'm afraid. Tali'zorah only said that he was researching new defense technology.
He told me only that he needed any Geth parts or pieces I found. I assumed he was testing weapons on Geth components.
We knew nothing until the Alarai sent a distress signal, then went dead. We didn't even know about the Geth until a boarding team was attacked.
Great. I love your intel.
You're saying there's no data about the inside of the ship.
That's exactly what I am saying. The Marines who survived and escaped saw bodies in the halls. We must assume the worst.
No, we don't.
We should move on.
Good luck on the Alarai.
I don't need luck. I have Legion. And ammo.
If anyone can retake the Alarai, tali'zorah can.
Commander Shepard can. Shepard Commander can. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's make it quick. Arrows. Pointing us in the right direction.
Tali'zorah ran with a Geth. What more proof do the admirals need?
Yeah, you said that.
Even during the hearing, tali'zorah's first thought is to protect the fleet.
Yeah. Because she cares.
Is that really a Geth, tali'zorah? The guards at the docking bay said...
Don't worry, it's under our control. With luck, it will help us retake the zaal'Koris.
If you say so. Per Admiral Rand's orders, the shuttle is prepared for you and Captain Shepard of Normandy.
And Legion.
Can you tell us anything about what we'll find on the zaal'Koris?
I'm afraid I don't know much. Not many Marines made it back from the initial assault. They talked about massive waves of Geth, though. More than there should have been.
There shouldn't have been any at all.
Right. I mean that they're afraid the Geth are building or repairing more of themselves from materials on the zaal'Koris.
Let's head to the zaal'Koris.
Of course. I'll unlock the shuttle now. Good luck with those Geth, tali'zorah. Kila Selai.
We are getting into the action. The dust is just hanging out in midair. What is this, a Cerberus facility? Only Cerberus can decorate their halls with dead bodies. So...
Target contact.
I don't know why I'm on this goddamn pistol. Oh, you guys are standing real close to each other.
Threat neutralized. Target eliminated.
You see this guy? No. They don't see that guy. Go get him, buddy. You can do it, buddy. You can do it. There's no need. Did you shoot me? Shoot him. Huh.
Ready for next target.
Firefight in the bedroom. Oh man, this Law and Order episode is wicked, man. How many of those episodes have aliens on them? I don't think that anyone was excited to help out the aliens.
Something's slowing down the systems. We're taking down the firewalls to rebalance load distribution. Zora ordered us to bypass standard safeties. Following security protocols will take too long.
Do you know why safety protocols exist? So that shit like this doesn't happen. Sorry. People upstairs doing some slamming on the ground just because they did not like me expressing my views. Anyway. I almost selected that. That would have been bad. That would have been bad and also alright at the same time. Money! Hey, this thing shot Jenkins.
This is one of the storage units I sent to Father. looks like parts from a disabled repair drone, plus a reflex algorithm that I didn't recognize. I got this on Haystrom.
What made a part worth sending back to your father?
It had to be in working order, something that could be analyzed and integrated into other technology. Anything new had priority. Technology the Geth had developed themselves, signs of modification, clues to their thinking.
Haystrom was a war zone. How did you salvage gear in the middle of all that?
These suits have more pockets than you'd think. Quarians have learned how to salvage whatever we can, whenever we can. Within reason. We're not Vorcha, but we repair what most people would throw away. Hundreds of the ships in our fleet were salvaged wrecks, either found dead in space or purchased for next to nothing.
How did you get these things to your father?
Sometimes I left packages at secure drops in civilized areas. Someone on pilgrimage would see that it was shipped home. For very valuable finds, I'd signal home, and Father would send a small ship.
Does that salvaged gear give you a clue as to what happened here?
No, I don't know. Shepard, I checked everything I sent here. I passed up great finds because they might be too dangerous, prone to uncontrolled reactivation or self-repair. I don't know which possibility is worse. That I got sloppy and sent something dangerous, or that Father actually did all this.
Legion's just like, why am I here? This Quarian is on top of some crates. I've got to have this stuff. Give me this stuff. It's for Legion.
This is valuable.
You're welcome, buddy. More.
Who's running the system diagnostic? I didn't authorize... Oh, Keela. How many Geth are networked?
All of them. Rayya.
Shut it down! Shut everything down! They're in the system!
Ollie, I'm sorry. But it does definitely sound like there's a high probability that your father is guilty.
Incoming.
Get him!
Combat drone ready.
How come I can't shoot you? Now I get the chance to shoot you. That's why we're live streaming. So you guys can see how the game is played on Insanity. And then you also get to see screw-ups like that. I don't know, I've noticed a few things on the PS5 here that does not happen on
We locked
PS4.
down navigation. Weapons are offline. Our mistake won't endanger the fleet. I'm burning through the door. I don't have much time. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Jonah, if you get this, be strong for Daddy. Mommy loves you very much.
It's frustrating, you know? I'm trying to unite a galaxy, and all you guys can do is think about past mistakes and how you can reopen old wounds that have never healed properly. You blame others.
Combat imminent.
Throw them all over there.
Malfunction in faster fire.
Malfunction. You die now. Thanks.
Target eliminated.
Good job, buddy.
Automated flight weaponry. Targeting order processed.
Tally! I've been watching some other people do their first playthroughs of Mass Effect.
Neutralized.
And
Sniper rifle
sometimes
neutralization.
it can get really funny. This one guy, I forgot his name. I just found him yesterday. Seely something. S-E-E-L-E-Y. I want to say like Seely Dan or something. Almost jumped completely outside of the Al'Rai here. Anyway, he does all this work, and I just found this to be amusing. Like, it has nothing to do with that guy in it. It's not. It was a very funny thing because he spent all this time getting to know Jenkins, and then he like saves the game right before the cutscene. If you've played it, you know. And so, you know, he levels him up. He gets him some that gear that he just picked up, and or he looks at his gear and he does all of that. And they send him out there, and then he dies immediately. And then, what I think is funny is that I think he thought that this was a game that had permadeath, and he's like, "What?" So he just gets like all concerned about that. I thought it was just hilarious. Good content. Calling you out. He's actually completed the series at this point. I watched the last episode. But that was a funny first episode.
This console might have something. Most of the data is corrupted, but a few bits are left. They were performing experiments on Geth systems, looking for new ways to overcome Geth resistance to reprogramming.
Do you think testing weapons on the Geth was right?
It's not testing weapons on prisoners, Shepard. I only sent Father parts. Even if he assembled them, they wouldn't be sapient. You saw what Saren and Sovereign did with the Geth. Any research that gives us an advantage is important.
Did you know what kind of tests your father was running?
No, Father just told me to send back any Geth technology I could find that wasn't a direct danger to the fleet. I suspected he might be testing weapons, but I thought he was just working on new ways to bypass shields or armor.
Could any of that data clear your name?
Doubtful. This is mostly results data, effects of different disruptive hacking techniques. I don't understand all of it. But they may have been activating the Geth deliberately. I don't know. Nothing here says specifically, but if they were, then Father was doing something terrible. What was all this, Father? You promised you'd build me a house on the homeworld. Was this going to bring us back home?
Kind of tripped out by all this lighting effects on Shepard's armor. It just keeps like shifting, and I'm like, please stop.
Maybe it's time for your people to let go of reclaiming your world from the Geth.
You have no idea what it's like. You have a planet to go back to. My home is one hull breach away from extinction.
Yeah, I get it. But maybe, and hear me out here, maybe it's not a good idea to go to war with the Geth for your homeworld. Maybe a different solution is going to have to be reached for you to get your homeworld back. Do you understand the word peace and not pieces? Peace. I'll just use this change as an example. Pieces.
You've You've got a place here, Tali. Don't throw it away in a war you don't need.
Don't need? Shepard, if I don't wear a helmet in my own home, I die. A single kiss could put me in the hospital. Every time you touch a flower with bare fingers, inhale its fragrance without air filters, you're doing something I can't. Damn the pilgrimage. Without it, I might never have known what I was missing, what we had lost when we lost our home world.
I think that's the point of your pilgrimage. Not only to see how everyone else is, and to motivate you and others like you, other young kids like you, to go out there and maybe try a different solution to getting your homeworld back. That does not involve taking out another species. You created a species, now you gotta live with it. Find another world.
Have the Quarians considered colonizing a new world?
We'd have enough difficulty reacclimating to our own native environment. Adjusting for exposure to a foreign colony would be even harder. It's the difference between 60 years and 600. For anyone alive now to watch a sunset without a mask, we must take back our home. At the very least, we can take back one ship. Come on.
Tali, it's damn near been 600 years since you started that conflict in the first place. And the fact that you guys sat on your fucking hands the entire fucking time. Like, oh, I'm gonna take back the homeworld. Oh, I'm gonna take back the homeworld. Oh, we're gonna kill all the guests. Yeah? You could have been acclimatizing to another environment by then. You could have had another fucking planet. But you decided to mope around. I'm not blaming you, Tali. I'm blaming your people. Who are wrong. They are very much wrong. Yeah.
Target contact.
Somebody shoot this motherfucker. Alright. I like it a lot.
Long-range target neutralized.
Y'all got some problems.
Distant shot.
Damn it.
Active.
Please hack him. I'll put it right there.
Go get him, Zika.
Enemy disabled.
I've got no shield.
Enemy dead.
I need something on. Nice shot, Tali. Reminds me of Mass Effect 1. I have a picture saved, and I just saw it again recently when I got the PS5, because I didn't know that they save shit like that. Show yourself.
Targeting order process.
This should soften them up.
Come on. All right.
Be right there.
This should soften them up.
Attacking requested target.
Good job. Good job, everyone. I'm proud of you. Yours is pink and yours is blue, right? I should say Tali's is pink and Legion's is blue.
First entry. Our hacking attempts failed. The Geth have an adaptive consciousness. Hack one process and the others autocorrect. Still, we're making progress. Zaal'Koris is convinced we'll have a viable system in less than a year. This weapon will put our people back on the homeworld, and it's all because of Zaal'Koris.
You like hearing what they were calling it? It's not a device, it's a weapon. We were not thinking about peace. It's that same type of narrow-sighted bullshit that even the Shala'raans go through with the Krogan. Stop thinking about it like that. Start using use your brain. How can you get back to the homeworld with as little deaths as possible? This could have been avoided.
Father!
Oh.
No. You always had a plan. Masked life signs or an onboard medical stasis program, maybe. You wouldn't. They're wrong. You wouldn't just die like this. You wouldn't leave me.
Hey, come here.
Damn it. I'm sorry.
You've got nothing to be sorry about.
Maybe he would have known I'd come. Maybe he left a message.
Hi, Tali. Sorry. I did all this for you.
Tali, if you are listening, then I am dead. The Geth have gone active. I don't have much time. Their main hub will be on the bridge. You'll need to destroy it to stop their VI processes from forming new neural links. Make sure Ger'el and Daro'xen see the data. They must.
Thanks, Dad.
I noticed I didn't bring zaal'Koris into that conversation.
He knew you'd come for him. He was trying to help you. It's not perfect. It's not what you wanted. But it's the best he could do.
I don't know what's worse. Thinking he never really cared, or thinking that he did, and that this was the only way he could show it. It doesn't matter. One way or the other, I cared. And I'm here. And we're ending this.
Well, it is almost over, Tali. The pain will be over soon. Trust me. Wow, none of these are lining up. Fine, make me work for my money. Money. I do like how in Mass Effect 3 that if you have enough health and all that they'll literally give you XP instead of money. Even though you need money to buy all the weapons. Touch 22, I guess. Up. Here we go. That's a big boy. Guess I'll take this.
combat drone ready.
Affirmative. Targeting order processed. Acknowledged.
That was easy. That was so damn easy.
This console is linked to the main hub Father mentioned. Disabling it shut down any geth we missed. It looks like some of the recordings remained intact. They'll tell us how this happened, what Father did.
You sound like you don't really want to hear it.
No. We have to. I know. This is terrible, Shepard. I don't want to know that he was part of this.
Do we have enough parts to bring more online?
Yes, the new shipment from your daughter will let us add 2 more geth to the network.
We're nearing a breakthrough on systemic viral attacks. Perhaps we should inform the Admiralty Board, just to be safe.
No. We're too close. I promised to build my daughter a house on the home world. I'm not going to sit and wait while the politicians argue.
We'd have an easier time of it if tali'zorah could send back more working material.
Absolutely not. I don't want Tali exposed to any political blowback. Leave Tali out of this. Assemble new geth with what we have. Bypass security protocols if need be.
Well, that's what we needed.
It sounds like he was doing this for you.
I never wanted this, Shepard. Keela, I never wanted this. Everything here is his fault. I tried to pretend it didn't point to him, but this... When this comes up in the trial, they'll... We can't tell them. Not the admirals, not anyone.
With Tali, we need to use this to clear your name.
Tali, without this evidence, you're looking at exile.
You think I don't know that? You think I want to live knowing that I can never see the fleet again? But I can't go back into that room and say that my father was the worst war criminal in our people's history. I cannot.
We'll see at the trial.
We're not going to decide anything here. Let's see what the Admirals say once we get back.
You're my captain in this hearing, Shepard. It's your decision. But please, don't destroy what my father was. Come on. If we wait too long, they'll decide we're already dead, and none of this will matter.
He did that on his own. He didn't need anyone's help to do that. I don't need anyone's help when I shit the bed,
We
so...
need to face facts. There has been no word. There is no reason to think tali'zorah survived.
It sounds like the hearing is already underway.
It's only been a few hours.
Shepard was right. Springing the information about Rayya on Tali, we practically dared her to take back the Alarai. We killed her.
A pity Shepard Vast Normandy is a better speaker than a soldier. I recommend posthumously exiling tali'zorah.
What? It was agreed that tali'zorah would not be convicted if she were killed in action.
It was suggested, Admiral. I recall no agreement. To that end, I call for an immediate vote.
Sorry, the mag boots. The mag boots.
Very well. Is the Admiralty Board prepared to render judgment?
Sorry we're late.
Tali'zorah Vast Normandy saved the Alarai. I hope this proves her loyalty to the
The
Quarian
Legion
people.
back there.
Her loyalty was never in doubt, only her judgment.
Perhaps tali'zorah can offer something to encourage more trust in her judgment.
Did you find anything on the Alarai that could clarify what happened there?
Don't look at me like that.
Shepard, please.
Does Captain Shepard have any new evidence to submit to this hearing?
Crowd doesn't believe in us. The admirals don't believe in us. This would just get her exiled. If you do not have this option, do this option.
Tali helped me defeat Saren and the Geth at the Citadel. That should be all the evidence you need.
I fail to see what relevance...
You're not really interested in Tali, are you? This trial isn't about her. It's about the Geth.
This hearing has nothing to do with the Geth.
You want people to sympathize with them. And Geralt wants to go to war. None of you care about Tali. She knows more about the Geth than any other Quarian alive. You should be listening to her, not putting her on trial. Tali'zorah saved the Citadel. She saved the Alarai. She showed the galaxy the value of the Quarian people. I can't think of stronger evidence than that.
Are the admirals prepared to render the judgment? Tali'zorah, in light of your history of service, we do not find sufficient evidence to convict. You are cleared of all charges. Commander Shepard, please accept these gifts in appreciation for you taking the time to represent one of our people.
Good luck in the war, because I know you're not going to listen to me.
If you appreciate me, then listen. The Reapers are coming. I'm going to need your help to stop them. Please, don't throw away your lives against the Geth.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. I hope this board carefully considers your advice.
This hearing is concluded. Go in peace, Tali'zorah vas Normandy. Kila Salai.
Kila Salai. Legion's just sitting in the back there,
I can't believe you pulled that
sitting all
off.
pathetic like.
What you said. I've never had anyone speak like that on my behalf. Thank you for being there for my father and me. Even when... Thank you.
Well, you can still go back in and get you exiled if you want.
Thanks. But I'm fine with things like this. It's fun watching you shout.
Come on, Tali'zorah vas Normandy. Let's get back to our ship.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll take it.
Oh, come on. You should have said we could use this.
The talk of war gives me hope. Maybe we can retake the homeworld in my lifetime.
Yeah, if you talk with them. Nice armor, huh?
Very impressive speech, Commander Shepard. But tell me truly, did you recover any of Rayya Zora's research on the Alarai?
Nothing that will help you, Admiral.
Pity. Oh well. Whatever is created can be recreated. I greatly enjoyed seeing you call the other admirals out on their politicking, and I am pleased that Tali was not exiled.
I hope your people find a solution that doesn't involve a devastating war with the Geth.
As do I, Commander. As do I.
You just want to control them again.
Nice talking, Shepard. It's funny how it takes a commander to remind the admirals about military honor. Glad they're off your back, ma'am. And that you didn't have to give them that evidence you found on the LRI.
I didn't say anything about finding evidence, Carl.
Noticed that, ma'am.
Any idea what your next assignment's gonna be?
I'm gonna be escorting more techs around to look for signs of dark energy buildup. Maybe see if they can figure out what's causing it. Wherever they send me, it'll have to be less exciting than Haystrom.
What's your take on the war? Are the admirals gonna try to retake the homeworld?
I won't shy away from a fight, but if the admirals throw the fleet at the Geth, all they'll get back is scrap metal. The best bet would be for us to find another way. But a soldier can't say unless his superiors ask.
Stay safe out there, Rieger.
You too, Shepard. Ma'am.
Carl, just call me Tali.
I'll work on that, ma'am.
Oh, man. Vitor.
Hello again, Commander. Good luck, Tali.
Oh, you have
Tali
nothing
and
to say.
Shepard are good at killing synthetics. Glad they're on our side.
Hey, you know, Legion's pretty good at killing synthetics too.
A war with the Geth would be a disaster. We'd never retake the home world.
Don't even try. Of course, I'll talk to
They
you
wouldn't
last.
exile tali'zorah.
You called us on the carpet out there, Shepard, and you were right. Thank you. Tali shouldn't have been involved in that argument. Tell me, though, honestly, what did you find over there? You spoke well, but I know a feint when I see it.
Nothing the fleet ever needs to find out about.
Admiral, you know I'd turn over anything of value to the fleet. What we found there wasn't.
I'll take your word for it, Tali. Not that I have much choice. Fight well, and fly safe, kid. Your father would be proud of you.
Like, we can go renegade a few times. It's cool. We've pretty much maxed out our Paragon, so.
The Admirals thought they were humbling you by forcing you to represent her, Shepard. I'm glad they were wrong. You didn't mention survivors. Did you find real Tali? I am sure he would have left you a message if he'd had time.
He didn't care about Tali.
He did leave a message. Rail used his last words to give Tali orders. That's all that mattered to him.
I know how that might seem, but the fleet's safety was the gift Rayya wanted to give to his daughter.
I never asked for that. It wasn't the gift I wanted.
I know, but it's the only one he could give. Good luck on your mission. No matter how dark it gets, the fleet is always with you. Kila's a lie.
All this talk of war gives me chills. I hope it's just rhetoric.
Very impressive, Shepard. Thank you for your help on the Alarai. And thank you for helping Ray'Zora's daughter. You stood for her when we failed. We were wrong to let our own concerns about the war overshadow Tali's trial.
The galaxy needs more people saying what you're saying, Admiral. Good luck.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah, keep it up, dude.
I can't believe Tali and her captain took back the Alarai.
Unless, of course. Legion, plug your ear holes. Unless, of course, the Geth, well, Legion is straight lying to us the entire time.
The RRI was a good start, but there are lots more Geth out there that need killing.
No!
I was wrong. Tali'zorah was innocent after all.
Take that.
All this talk of war gives me chills. I hope it's just rhetoric.
Is that repeated?
Congratulations, tali'zorah. I was skeptical about your choice in captains, but I see now that I was wrong.
Thank you, Captain. I'm just glad that this is over.
You'll always have a place on the Rayya, whenever you decide to come home. Good luck out there.
You alright with me having the Geth here now? Another one bites the dust. Tali'zorah has been cleared of all charges, and her trust in Shepard ensures her loyalty on the mission. Political ramifications of Quarian war efforts against Geth are troubling, likely to need Quarian forces against Reapers. Cannot risk additional instability. Head but that like button. Subscribe for more content like this. Every Monday, 4 p.m. Pacific time, we are here live with Mass Effect. And comment down below about this episode if you are watching the VOD, the video on demand. That is such an interesting thing that we have to go through with Tali and the Quarians about the Geth. It's just tragic, really. Let's get back to our debriefing room. And yes, our squad, or not our squad, but our crew has been abducted. So that usually, I feel like you could do 1 or 2 or 3 missions before like they start sacrificing them, I believe that Kelly will perish. But we shall see how many of the others, because we have Hadley and those guys. We got Gabby and Ken downstairs in engineering. We have Dr. Chakwas. We have Kelly Chambers. And all these people can die. So, let's try not to. But at the same time, we don't have a choice. I did this on purpose. We will be doing Legion's quest next. Next Monday, we're going to go help out Legion. And then that means that tomorrow will be the last squad mate to have the loyalty mission, then the suicide mission. And I'm going to do pretty much all this DLC after Mass Effect 2's conclusion. So, we're just doing things a little bit weird. You know, it's like most people, they would have done it a different way, but because we've done it so many times, we're not going to do any DLC before the end of the game. So, we'll save that for later. And then we'll jump into Mass Effect 3. Humans, it's been a journey. Thank you so much for joining me. It is always an honor and a pleasure to play this game for you. And I will see you next Monday. Tuesdays are Dark Souls days. That's when I drop those episodes. Unless if you're watching this way into the future, then who knows what I'm doing at that point. And then we got Jade Empire on Thursdays. Yes, it didn't come out last week. And I do apologize. Unless if you're watching way into the future, and we're playing something else. Also, we have a poll going up, poll up on the channel about the game to replace Jade Empire when we finish it. And then we got Halo on Saturdays. And I am still working on Mass Effect Revelation Chapter 17. It's almost done. Unless if you're watching way in the future. And then we have the Millennia episode. And then the highlight episode. The first one that I'm doing. I want to see if this works out very well. And then I got a very special Mass Effect episode of another series that we will be doing with it. Coming down the pipeline. But I got big plans for that one. Those are going to be like, I want to say 6 to 10 minutes each. So they're very short, but that means that I have a purpose in each of the episodes. So when they come out, you'll see what it is. And you'll be like, oh, we're doing this. So I'm just realized I'm cutting my face off. Should be here, not here. Not here. Well, anyway. Take it easy, humans. I'll see you next Monday.